Wise Multimedia. It has been long time. It has been long time due to the pandemic, as you all know. That's we haven't met for for videos, and we are here to put meaning to life. And as you can see, I have my brother with me here. Today we are going to talk about wedding, traditional wedding and white wedding. I want to ask my brother about white wedding and traditional wedding. Is it good for we Africans to do white wedding and traditional wedding at the same time or not? So my brother is here to let us know the importance or the disadvantage of those things. My brother, you are welcome to Wise Multimedia.
Thank you.
Let us know your name and where you come from.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is Brother Sally, as you know. I'm from Ghana, GH, Kumerica.
Okay, from Ghana, GH, Kumerica.
Yeah, the new United States in Ghana, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are here once again, and I want to ask you certain things about traditional wedding and white wedding.
All right.
Is there any difference between traditional wedding and white wedding?
Okay, thank you so much. And before I come to the difference between traditional marriage or traditional wedding and white wedding, as you say, let me just go briefly to the background of getting married or something. This is something we talk about when it comes to the phase of getting married. Let's say a guy wanted to get married to a female in another family. Then the female's family has responsibilities. You need to take responsibilities as a man. You need to provide some things to the lady's family, and from that, we call knocking to presentation of some kind of drinks, jewelry. Some people, they take it in money, and that signifies that there is a clear connectivity between the two families, which a white man, or which our dictionaries would define as a union between two different families. So in that case, then we need to do something called marriage. And marriage, coming to your question now, the difference between white wedding and traditional wedding, if there is a difference. I will say there is a difference because I think through life, I've never seen a white man doing two marriages.
So, okay, if you say you haven't seen a white man doing two marriages, then there is a difference. I just want to know the difference between this traditional wedding and white wedding. Is there any difference? Because we the Africans, or we the blacks, we normally do traditional wedding at the same time white wedding. So can you let me know, or can you let us know the difference between white and...
Yes. The difference between traditional wedding, as we call it, and white wedding is that in the traditional wedding, that is where we present drinks, gifts to the female lady's family. Because in Africa, totally, every man is the one supposed to present those things to the family. So let's say you are going to marry a lady from family B. You, the guy, the ladies will give you, the lady's family will give you some kind of items for you to provide, as custom demands. Okay. So you provide those items in form of clothing, shoes, handbags, jewelries, drinks. Some communities will take yams, some will take cattle, goats, sheep, and whatsoever it is. So in that right, that is the traditional marriage. And the other aspect, which is the white marriage, is when purposely goes to church in the Christian arena, So in the church, that is when the lady will dress in a white gown, full, the guy perhaps in suit or in any other thing. Let me come back to the traditional marriage. In the traditional marriage, we usually use our local clothing. Usually kente, as we call it, is locally woven, and it is very lucrative. If you are looking for one, comment under the video, we'll send one to you. So the white wedding is what we do in the church. Okay, we do in the churches. The pastors or the religious leaders will bless the marriage, and there you wear another ring, because from the traditional ground, both families, as they unite together, you are going to put one ring on the lady's finger.
Okay, so as per what you are saying, does it mean that we the Africans, or we the blacks, we are doing two weddings at the same time?
Exactly what I am coming to say, because we are doing two different marriages at the same time. Why? Because A white man will only do white wedding, what is called wedding. You see the lady in white gown with few people gathered with one ring, and you see the lady with one ring, and that is the end of it. They have married. But with us, we'll do this traditional marriage. The lady will wear first ring, then after on, again white wedding at the church, again second ring. I think with rising a concern that we are doing two different, we are performing two different cultures together. Okay, we have our own culture, and the white man also has their own culture. So the white man's culture is that they do white wedding. Our culture is that we do traditional wedding, as we call it. So if we are doing the traditional wedding, whilst we are presenting the items and whatsoever it is to the lady's family, and after on we are doing the white man's wedding again, I think we are doing two different things together, which we must not do.
Don't you think because the white people introduced Christianity in Africa, that's why we are doing the white wedding?
Okay, if the white people are the one who introduced Christianity in Africa, then I think we either abolish one and take one, if we want to go by what they have brought to us. Okay, but if we don't want to abolish that, our culture, you know, culture is culture. If we abolish it, it vanishes forever. So it is important either, okay, they brought Christianity, but it's not a must. It's not a must that we should do two weddings. Okay. I don't see any importance about that one.
Let's go into the Bible, because we are basing our, you know, our explanation on the Bible, because the white people came to introduce Christianity to we Africans. Okay. So I want to ask you that,
but bear in mind that the Bible also was brought by the whites.
Yeah, that's why I want to ask that, you know, this traditional wedding and white wedding, will you see both in the Bible or only one?
You will not see only one.
So which one will you see in the Bible?
To me, the one I think I read before, which I cannot perfectly quote, by the time Abraham, maybe you can remember me, when Abraham sent one of his servants to go to one family on a far away land, you remember, to go and look for a wife. Okay. You remember that story? You remember? Yeah. So when he went, Abraham gave that servant some jewelry, some stuff to go and present. Yeah. So when they went, he present and he took the lady. That was it. There was no any other wedding. That is a sample I have seen in the Bible. There was nowhere they said Jesus has blessed traditional marriage, white wedding, what, two marriages or what, no.
Okay, no. Is it a sin to do white wedding and traditional wedding? Okay,
to me, I think it's not a sin, but it's something like show off. Because when we look at the life of celebrities, okay, a celebrity who can choose to do a wedding, very big, huge, spend too much amount of money, but they are using that form of wedding to promote their brand. Do you understand? Okay. So when they do such weddings, they say, this celebrity has gotten married. Miss Bell has gotten married. Maybe who? Wendy Shea has gotten married. Who was the current wedding? Medical has gotten married. This popular celebrity in America, what's her name? The one who came to Ghana, Cardi B. They say Cardi B has gotten married. Everybody wants to see how the wedding looks like, because this lady has been presenting herself always on the internet and people are watching. She used to wear expensive clothing, you know, the kind of life she lives. So people want to see the kind of marriage she will do. So whilst people are searching for which kind of wedding did Cardi B do, which kind of wedding did Medical do, you know, it is giving them more exposure. But you and I, or someone who you don't have, you are looking at the life of celebrities and you think that marriage is difficult. You understand? That is why people thought marriage is an expensive thing, marriage is difficult, and they don't want to move into it. Because they are thinking that, now I have to do traditional marriage, I have to go for a white wedding. And then, you know, the lady will be thinking that I have to do the thing like how Medical did his own. Meanwhile, they say cut your coat according to your size.
Okay, and another question is
okay.
How do we educate people who are not married when it comes to this traditional wedding and white wedding? Because you are saying that, you know, most of the people, they do wedding just to showcase their, you know, the money that they have, or just to promote their business,
brand, yeah.
You know. So I want to ask you that, you know, as young people who are not married and they are planning to do wedding at the same time, white wedding, what are your advice for them, or what will you tell them? about it.
Okay, you know, that is why we always say on this channel that we are putting meaning to life. So we are still putting meaning to life, and you know what? Maybe people aren't aware of this. You understand? By something that I have sat and analyzed, and it occurred to me that the whites, they do one marriage. Why are we doing two? You see the question? Okay. They are doing one. Why are we doing two? We do to showcase their brand. As let's say Miss Bell, Cardi B, wherever it is, have gotten married. Everybody wants to see the kind of marriage they have done. So everybody will be searching on the internet, they want to see, you know.
Okay, now my question is,
okay,
which advice do you have for the youth who are about to get married?
Okay,
is it good for them to do white wedding or only traditional wedding?
Okay, you know, if the person is capable, it's fine. But my advice is that don't force yourself, guys. Don't force yourself to go for white wedding. If you do traditional marriage, that one is acceptable by God. I don't see, even some people, most people say that white wedding is, they bless the marriage. If you don't do white wedding, even excuse me to say, you cannot have the lady after traditional marriage. You understand? Okay. Meanwhile, before Christianity, it was only traditional marriage that was going on.
Okay, I want to ask this question. You know, there are some, I don't know if all the churches, but there are some churches that if you don't do white wedding, you cannot be a pastor.
You can't be a pastor?
Yeah. So how does white wedding affect your pastoralship? Or
that is why we are saying that we are still putting meaning to life, guys. We are opening eyes for us Africans to notice something, that it's not compulsory that we do white weddings. If you don't have the money to do white wedding, go for a traditional marriage, and that is it. You are done. You are done. Don't force yourself going for white wedding because you know you are looking for money to buy gun. One gun is over how much? Maybe $500 or $700.
$1,000 depends on your pocket.
You see now? Depends on your pocket. Yeah. So you can buy even $50,000 gun, wedding gun, and you wear. So for after one day, that was the end of it. You won't use it again. So it's just a waste of finance, a waste of resources. You know. So to me, I want to advise this young generation who are not yet married to keep waiting because they don't have money to do wedding. If you are capable of doing your traditional marriage, that is enough. That is fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we are still putting meaning to life. As my brother said, you know, there are two different things about white wedding and traditional wedding. That's what he is saying. I don't know about you. So if you also have anything which can, you know, transform or put meaning to life to let people know, write on the comment section. Make sure you subscribe and click on that bell, you know, the bell.
You know bell.
Do you know bell? Yeah, click on that and you'll get more notification about our videos. Yeah. We have more videos for you. Stay safe.
And don't forget, this is, here is called Dubai Frame. You can see. If you want to come to Dubai for a tour, this is Dubai Frame. You can check us out from the comment section. We can take you around. We can show you the direction where Dubai Frame is. It's a very lucrative one. After here, we are going inside, guys. So watch out.
See you next time.
Bye bye.